Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Snapshot 25w08a, and this one has some good changes as well as some reverted changes. Spawn eggs have been updated to match the mob they spawn, and not gonna lie, this is awesome, but it's gonna take some time to get used to, because you can now see spawn eggs have been completely overworked. Now, they still work exactly the same, so for example, if I was to grab a Ravager spawn egg, and I was to place this down, it still spawns a Ravager. And once again, these can still only be accessed inside of creative mode. But the change here is just so you know what mob it spawns without having to recognize the colors. And you can see all of them right here. The Dolphin one looks really cool. What does the Warden one look like? The Warden one does also look really cool. You got the Wandering Trader, and there is one for every single one of them. We have Skeleton, we have Silverfish. I really do like this change. Now, not gonna lie, these don't look vanilla in my opinion, but they're a creative only item, so I think them looking vanilla isn't really needed. We also have the Snow Golem. The slime one does look really cool, but also inside of creative mode, you can now use these to decorate your bases, because obviously they are decorative items, but you have to obviously have access to creative mode or commands. The creaking one does also look really cool, and then we also have the Endermite and Enderman. Now, one thing to quickly note, there are also the Ender Dragon spawn eggs, which are only accessible through commands. Has this one been updated? This one has. The Ender Dragon has also been updated. And what about the Wither? Because the Wither does also have a spawn egg. So with a spawn egg, the Wither one has also been updated as well. So once again, scrolling through these one more time so you can get a look at all of them. Once again, you can pause the video if you want to take a better look at some of them, but they work exactly the same. It is just a texture update. So there we go. That is the final few of them. So let's now jump to the second change in this update, and that is to leaf litters. These now tint depending on the biome they are placed in. Now, they do still have the brown tint to them because obviously they are meant to be dead looking leaves. But if we was to go to a different biome, these would tint differently. So if I was to place them in birch forest, they'd be slightly different than inside of the normal forest. And I think the most obvious one to show this off is the Pale Garden. The Pale Garden uses a totally different grass color. So if I was to place them right here, you can see they go this grey looking colour, which I really do like. But it would be cool if there was a way to make them green, maybe clicking a water bucket on them or something, because then obviously it would look like alive leaves. And once again, they do also spawn in the Dark Oak Forest, where they're a little bit more darker brown. And then the Mushroom Fields has the most vibrant looking grass, so if I just place them here, you can see they go a lot more vibrant brown. And if you're not aware what grass looks like here, if I just grab myself some grass blocks, this is what the grass looks like within this biome. So although they do tint to the biome, they don't tint with a green colour like other grasses do. They still have the brown colouring to them. Now, along with this update, Minecraft have reverted the changes to the sheeps to an extent, because some of them are still in. So this is a change they've reverted. They've reverted the change that blue, light blue, cyan, yellow, orange and red sheep spawn naturally. So these colour of sheep will no longer spawn naturally within the world. And they have also stated that black sheep will still be the most common type to spawn in the cold biomes, and brown sheep will still be the most common in warm biomes. Pink sheep still have the very rare chance to spawn. Now, they do still have the uncommon versions, but in cold biomes it's now grey, light grey, white and brown. And in warm biomes, it's now grey, light grey, white and black. And I think this is just once again to save on inventory space, because a lot of people was complaining about killing the sheep and having one random red wall. And there was also a lot of complaints saying they don't feel natural. Now, a quick jumping back to the spawn eggs, the size of the spawn egg also does depend on the size of the mob. So for example, you can see the magma cube is a lot bigger than, say, the silverfish. Same with a Ravager. But another change they've made to sheeps is sheeps now show the dye colour underneath their fur. So if I was to shear this one looks exactly like it did prior to this update. But if I was to shear this one prior to this update, this one would still show the white texture, although it's grey. And now that is no longer the case. This is such a good change. You can now see the colour of wool the sheep is without having to wait for the wool to grow back. This is definitely good inside of wool farms. And it works with any colour in the game, not just the naturally spawned ones. So if I grab a few different colours here, and I was to dye it, I'm not sure if this has always been the case, but apparently you can't dye a sheep that has already been sheared. But I always thought you could. Anyway, let's just spawn a few down, and you can see if I colour these ones and shear them, once again, the color does show. This is a Bedrock Edition feature that has made its way over to Java. Now, Minecraft have also made a change in this update to wolves. Wolves will now play different sounds depending on their variant. So, for example, if I was to spawn a wolf in this forest biome, the sounds it plays will be different to a wolf inside of a jungle biome. And you can hear, if I just place this one down, the wolf will bark, and you can hear the wolf sound effects inside of the background of the video. They do sound really cool, and I'm guessing it's just to make them feel a little bit more built into the world. So now if I was to find a different wolf version, let's maybe head to a sparse jungle. So if I was to spawn a wolf here, the sound effects will be slightly different to the ones inside of the forest biome that we just saw. Now, before I show all the sounds that can be data driven. So if we head to data Minecraft folder, there is a new section in here, I believe, which is wolf sound variants. And then we have the sounds for the angry wolf. So it seems like maybe the wolves are always the same when they're angry. We then have a big, which I'm not exactly sure what this means. I'm guessing there is a new section inside of wolf variants as well, which determines the sound they play. So honestly, I'm not too sure what this means because it doesn't seem like it's specified within the variant of wolf. So I'm not sure what determines the sound the wolf plays because, for example, we have cute. I'm not sure what determines if the wolf is cute or not. Now, I will play some of the sounds, but due to there being so many, I don't think I'm going to play them all. So if I do play sound, we can then do Minecraft.entity, and then we want to get the entity of wolf. And if we just scroll through, you can see there are so many different sounds for the wolf now, which I'm not going to play them all. And we can also guess that these are probably the default ones. These ones have always been in the game. Cute is new. So let's play it under the player, and then we're going to play it to ourselves. So if I now activate this with redstone, let's also turn down block sound effects. So if I go here, let's turn down block so the button doesn't make a sound when I press it. And here we go. You can hear them. There is wolf barks for the cute version. Let's change this to be the big version for ambient. So this is once again going to be the wolf barks. And if I play this one, you can see it's more of an aggressive bark. So we have cute. We also have grumpy, which I can show. So grumpy sounds like so. It's a little bit more faint. Let's do a pug line, which I don't exactly know what this means. Okay, so that's more like a howl. And sad, once again, it has a little bit more of a sad sound to it. Once again, it's really cool that they've added this. We then obviously do have more. So you have like pants, you have whine, you have death and that. And I will show some of them. And each of them have the same. So we have a big whine. If I quickly just show this, you can hear that is more of an aggressive one. But it's pretty cool to see that this is added. Once again, if you want to go into Minecraft and show these off for yourselves, this is the command. It's just play sound Minecraft entity.wolf and in the sound event. And then this is the category you play it under. So if I go to music and sounds, it's what category right here it's played under. I just put it under player because the player don't make any sounds when you're just standing still. But it does also mean you can now use these within your builds as well, because if you tame a wolf, it doesn't determine what biome they are in, it determines what variant the wolf is. So if I was to take this wolf to, for example, a forest biome, it would play this current sounds rather than the forest sound effects. There are some pretty cool changes to sheeps and also leaf litters. And it's also cool to finally see they have updated spawn eggs. But anyway, if you did enjoy, do like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of this in the comments. And I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.